Question number 3. It says calculate with angles the value of the unknowns. So when they talk about the value of unknowns, they're talking about things that we do not know. For example, do you know what x is? No, you don't. So you don't know x and you also don't know y. So they want us to calculate for x and for y in the following figure because that's what we're looking for. Right, for 5 marks. Now let's look at this. Let's analyze what's happening. So looking at this, we have line AB and we have line CD, we have line E and F, and as you can see, these lines are all cutting each other. Now when lines cut each other, for example, we have a line here cutting another line there. Now when two lines are cutting each other, they form angles in between. Now we say that this angle that is opposite this one must be equal, and also this angle must also be equal to this one. So when lines cut each other, they form angles in between, and we call those angles opposite angles. Now they cut them vertically, or yeah, they cut them vertically. So let's look at this. So we have vertical opposite angles. See, this line and this line are cutting each other, forming this angle and this angle. This one is vertically opposite with this one. Now how do we analyze this? We can say that this angle and this angle, these one and this one, is vertically opposite with each other, and if they're vertically opposite with each other, they are going to be equal. Then let's look at x. We can say that x is equal to 25 because it's cutting each other. Do you see that? Then let's look at y. Y would be vertically opposite with this one, but then we do not know what y is. So there are two methods in doing this. You can either do it with angles around a point. You can say that y is equal to y actually, and then you solve it with angles around a point. Now let me show you. Right, we start with x. We said that x would be equal to 25 degrees. Now our reason would be vertically opposite angles. Write it like that, vert op angles. So we already found x. If we want y, we can either do it as angles around a point, or we can do it with angles on a straight line. So I want to show angles around a point first. So we have these angles that we're gonna add all together. I'm gonna write it here. We have y plus y, because we said this is equal, right? If this is y, this should also be y. Then we have 85, which would be this one, plus 25, which would be the x, plus 85, which would be this, then plus the other 25. And when we add everything up, they're supposed to give us 360 degrees. And our reason is angles around, or just angles around a point. Remove that. Angles around a point, they give us 360 degrees. So meaning this angle plus this angle plus that, all of them, they give us 360 because they form a revolution. That's why we're saying angles around a point, or you can say revolution. So it's angles around a point or revolution. Alright, now we need to start adding up. We have y plus y. We're going to write this as 2y plus. Then it's fine, you can transpose everything, or you can add everything then transpose to the other side. So I want to add everything up because it's a mess. So I have 25, okay, that's 50, plus 85 plus 85. So I get 220. So I have 220 equal to 360 degrees. So now I have to transpose 360 minus 220 equals to 2y. Then 360, so I get 140 degrees, which is equal to 2y. Then I'm gonna divide both sides by 2. When I divide both sides by 2, I get my y to be equal to 70 degrees. Right, so this would be an option, or you can do it the other way around, where you have angles on a straight line. So look at this, we have line AB, and on top of AB we have 85 plus 25 plus y. So you can do it with angles on a straight line. So you have 85 degrees plus x plus y equal to 180 degrees. We already have x, so we can substitute it into the formula, but first we have to write the reason, which is adjacent angles on a straight line, or angles on a straight line. It depends on what you were taught. So I'll do adjacent angles on a straight line, and then plus y equals to 180 degrees. So 180 minus 85 minus 25. So y is equal to, y should be equal to 70 degrees. So this is how you can calculate. You can either calculate y using angles on a straight line, or you can use y using angles around the point. And this is for 5 marks. Very, very important.